Hello, and welcome back to our series of short videos, How to Do It Right, the SAP S74 HANA Project Handbook. This series is based on our book publication. We share practical experience and proven methods for successful SAP S4 HANA projects. Our goal is simple: take away the fear and bring clarity to you. My name is Lucas Royers, and this is the 4th episode. Today, we talk about how to find the right consultants for your SAP implementation project. In the upcoming videos, we will address topics like the big question about operations, rise or fall, or the practical guide how to start an SAP implementation project. In the first episodes, we looked at the wrong assumptions at the beginning of SAP projects, the practical choice between brownfield, greenfield, and bluefield, and the changing scope of SAP in the age of AI. Today we ask how to find the right consultants. As the biggest mistake in SAP consulting is to ask which firm knows SAP best. The real question is, where does our organization really need support? Which capabilities must stay in-house? And which key people do we trust with critical roles? And we actually start one step earlier. When should you take a consultant at all? The answer should not begin with procurement. It should begin with an honest strengths and weaknesses analysis of your organization in view of the project ahead. Where are you strong? Where are you overloaded? Where do you lack experience? And where would mistakes become expensive? Take consultants where you need temporary peak capacity, rare specialist knowledge, outside experience, or independent challenge. Take them where the task is critical, the learning curve is steep, and failure would cost too much time, money, or credibility. But do not take consultants as a substitute for leadership, ownership, or difficult business decisions. That is where many projects go wrong. There are some things you should do better yourself. Business ownership of scope, priorities, and trade-offs. Knowledge of your own processes, data, interfaces, and organizational realities. And the long-term capability to run, improve, and govern the system after go live. If you outsource all of that, you may complete the project, but you will not truly control the result. This brings us to the real key point. In SAP projects, some positions are so important that you should not fill them by buying a brand name. You should fill them by selecting the right individuals. Why? Because in these roles, technical expertise alone is not enough. You also need leadership, decision strength, communication, team management, credibility, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. That combination is rare, and it matters enormously. Which roles are those? Above all, the lead solution architect, the program or project manager, the integration lead, the data migration lead, and often also the testing or cutover lead. In difficult environments, I would add the security and authorization lead as well. This is exactly why individually selected consultants can be so valuable in key roles. Especially in interim setups, companies sometimes need experienced people who can step into a role quickly, stabilize a situation, lead teams, and connect business, IT, and delivery under real pressure. That is not a sales message. It is simply the reality of many difficult projects. An implementation partner can provide scale and delivery capacity. But in a key role, scale is not the main issue. Judgment is, leadership is, trust is. And those are person-specific qualities. Many companies still make a classic mistake. They buy one large consulting provider and assume excellence across all roles comes automatically with the brand. It does not. A process consultant is not the same as an architect. An architect is not the same as an integration lead. And an integration lead is not the same as a cutover manager or change manager. That distinction matters a lot. The smarter pattern is usually this: keep leadership and ownership on the customer side, use external support selectively where capability or capacity is missing, and choose a few strong personalities very carefully for the key external roles. Then build the broader delivery setup around them. Small teams, clear roles, clear accountability. There is another reason to be careful. Consultants are not neutral. Good consultants may share your goal of a stable go-live and manageable risk, but they also have their own economics, utilization, margin, preferred tools, preferred delivery models, and sometimes a very real interest in turning weak scope into later change requests. That is why governance matters so much. A good consultant must leave behind capability, not dependency. Knowledge transfer is not a side topic. It is one of the central reasons to bring in external support at all. If your organization is not stronger after the project, then the consulting pattern was probably wrong. So the management question is, how does AI influence the market? A lot of generic consulting work will lose value quickly. Fit gap paperwork, training drafts, status reporting, basic research, routine documentation, and other administrative project work. So, expensive generalists with little accountability will come under pressure. What becomes more valuable instead are specialists who can combine expertise with leadership and who can govern architecture, integration, security, data, operating models, and commercial dependencies across SAP, AI tools, and external vendors. My conclusion is therefore straightforward. Start with an honest assessment of your own organization. Use consultants where expertise is rare, where speed matters, and where mistakes are costly. Keep ownership, decision-making, and critical long-term capability inside your company. And in the key roles, select individuals, not just firms. Because the right consulting pattern is not the one with the biggest name. It is the one that gives your project the right expertise, the right leadership, and the right level of control. Stay tuned. In the upcoming videos, we will address topics like operations, rise or fall, or tell you finally hot to strat with a project. This is all to help you to win the race. And this all is to the unsung heroes of transformation, project leaders who have navigated the stormy seas of deadlines, scope changes, and midnight deployments with unwavering resolve. Thank you for your interest. Hope to see you soon. Please do not miss the next part of our journey to smart SAP projects. Goodbye. Lukas Röhrs. And if you can't wait until the next episode starts and you'd like to find out more about how to make sure your SAP project is on the right track, have a look at our new book. It is available on Amazon.com now.